This WUSA 9 Weather Impact Alert is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath, and we are in the middle of a high-impact weather alert for a significant winter storm that's continuing to move across our region. The snow really started to pick up overnight and is still piling on. No major changes to these snowfall totals, and it is quite the range, but it really depends when we see that transition. What? Oh, no, it's okay. Okay.
This WUSA 9 Weather Impact Alert is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath. We are in the middle of a high-impact winter storm that's affecting the entire region, with snow continuing to pile on. It really picked up overnight and will continue to do so for the next several hours before eventually mixing with sleet and possibly some freezing rain. That's why we have such a wide spread in snowfall totals. Where we see that transition to sleet occur a little bit earlier, we'll end up with less snow, and where it's more of a pure snow event with an eventual mix to ice, we'll have some slightly higher snowfall totals. Now, depending on when we see this transition to sleet, some of these numbers could end up on the lower side, but if we get another hour or two of this pure snow, it will be a higher snowfall event. So we're going 4 to 6 for areas off to the south and west of DC, 6 to 10 for everywhere you see highlighted there in pink along the 95 corridor, with a few areas that, again, if we just get one more hour of snow, could end up with some higher totals. But then off to the north and west through parts of northern Frederick County, Washington County, over toward far northern Virginia, think Winchester, parts of West Virginia, western Maryland. That's where we're forecasting 10 to 14 inches of snow. So let me take you hour by hour through Futurecast. Right now, we're still seeing snow across most of the region, but by say 7, 8 o'clock, we'll be seeing that rain snow line, or that sleet snow line, I should say, progressing farther off to the north. This is right around 9 o'clock, so down into St. Mary's County, southern Charles County, Fredericksburg, Culpeper. You start to mix in some of this sleet with snow. Now, the good news is sleet is better than freezing rain. Sleet are those little ice pellets that kind of ping if you're outside. They can sting your face and they'll kind of weigh down the snow, but it is better than freezing rain that creates that icy glaze. But notice, still snowing to beat the band back toward DC, areas off to the north and west. Now, by lunchtime, pretty much everyone will have made the transition over to sleet, and we will be very carefully monitoring for a period of freezing rain down into southern St. Mary's County, southern Calvert County, where we could potentially nudge in just enough warm air to see that period of freezing rain. I still don't think it's enough to bring down trees or power lines, but could get a little bit of a thin icy glaze in our southernmost counties while everyone else continues to pile sleet onto this snow. So we encourage you to do a cleanup throughout the day today. Do not wait until this storm is over. The snow that's falling early Sunday morning will be easy to kind of shovel, push away, but once that sleet piles on, it's going to be icier, it's going to be heavier, it's going to be a big mess. So try and chip away at this storm throughout the day if you can. This is 3 o'clock, still sleeting with some snow mixing in for most of the area, but potentially still seeing some freezing rain off to our south. By 6 o'clock, most areas kind of still stuck in that sleet zone, but it's going to be a close call if we eventually do mix in some freezing rain. You see some of those surface temperatures getting closer to the freezing mark, if not just above it. And then by 9 o'clock, most of this storm is out of here, and we'll shift our focus to a really big cleanup we'll have over the next several days, and the extreme cold that is sticking around. It's that cold weather that is going to make this storm so long lasting. Typically, we'll get a storm and in a couple days we climb above freezing and it melts. This snow will be around for a long time. So our weather impact alert is in effect all day long for that heavy snow that eventually mixes with sleet. And yes, it is a wide range of totals, talking 4 to 14 inches, depending on where you live. But also keep in mind that Arctic cold is already here. It's what set the stage for this storm, and it is not going anywhere anytime soon. So stay home today if you can. We know there are still a lot of essential workers that do need to be on the road, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time. Give those extra minutes, hours if you need to get to your destination, and prepare for these travel impacts for days. So we have a winter storm warning in effect for the entire area now through Monday morning for that snow switching over to sleet. Again, this includes not only our entire region, but a large swath of the East Coast and even down into parts of the Southeast. So as far as our temperatures go, today, we stay in the 20s. Tomorrow, maybe a little bit, I'll say less cold in the mid to upper 20s, but then our temperatures do look to bottom out by the end of the week with high temperatures only in the low 20s 20s. Low temperatures will be in the single digits for many areas over the next several days. And then as we head toward the start of February, which, believe it or not, is on Sunday, we eventually do see those temperatures for the first time in a long time climb back above freezing. So as far as our temperatures go, again, it's not just going to be the cold temperatures over the next several days, but the feels like temperatures will kick in a little wind, and by Tuesday morning it feels sub-zero for everyone throughout the afternoon, still only feeling like the teens, and that will remain the case here as we head really through much of next week. We may have to extend that weather impact alert through Friday morning for that dangerous cold, and then we finally start to see some warmer temperatures move back in by the second half of next weekend.